My favorite meal is...
Meal from Argentina.
My favorite meal is...
Is it just a teacher's thing?
No, it's an everyone thing.
An everyone thing. When you're ready.
I've been ready.
Are you ready? Are we already going? So, my favourite British food, so many to pick from, a Sunday roast, which is, or a Sunday dinner, maybe you might call it. It is meat and vegetables, basically. So maybe you have, for me it would be chicken, roast vegetables like carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, maybe roast potatoes. That's the key. And a Yorkshire pudding, which is kind of like a battery, pancakey thing. It's hard to describe. It's world class. And gravy, of course. And so you put all that together and you eat it, and it's fantastic. My mum would cook one every Sunday, like I said, for most weeks of the year, from the autumn to to spring. So I have fond memories because it was such a regular occurrence, and it's such a typical Sunday event. Is the whole family gets round, Sunday roast.
Alright, so my favorite food from the Philippines is what we call Filipino breakfast. And so the best part of that dish is the garlic rice, and then you add a fried egg on top, and then we have something we call achara, which is kind of like diced radish that you eat with it. And then the protein can change. We have like Filipino hot dogs, which are my favorite, or spam, or something called papsi, which is like steak that's been fried really, really thin, and that's how you eat the breakfast for it. So it's really, really good, but it's also my favorite because it's a Saturday morning tradition with my family. So growing up, every Saturday morning we had this breakfast, and like every week we would like make a bet to see like what meat or protein we had that week. And so whenever it was like spam or hot dog, I always like really enjoyed it because that was my favorite.
Spam and hot dog was your favorite?
Yeah.
What are your siblings like? They like fish better or something?
My siblings like the steak because they're bougier than I am, and then my youngest sister does like the dried fish.
Oh, alright. Thank you.
My favorite meal from Argentina is probably asado argentino, which is huge. I don't know, it's like steak, but like big pieces of steak, and so you put it on the fire for like hours. And it's similar in a way to Korean barbecue, like in the flavor, but it's just a little different. So that's definitely my number one meal from there. Because it's a whole culture around it, like you meet with friends and families, and usually it's like 20 people or more, and that's why, because it's just such a big part of the, it's such a big amount of steak, right? So that yeah, you do it with like a big group of people, and it's a whole, I don't know, tradition around it in a way, just who brings the salads and desserts, and everyone has like a role, and it takes all day, like from early in the morning until late, probably in the afternoon or night, and so I think that's why I miss it.
My favorite meal is Swedish meatballs, one of my mom's like signature dishes. It's made out of ground beef, rolled up. They make meatballs. She makes gravy with it somehow.
Wait,
That is absolutely superb.
that's Canadian?
Well, Canadian food comes from Europe. Traditionally, like a lot of the menus come from the people who came over originally. So, my second favorite is probably poutine. We just order it from like KFC. They had poutine that my friends and I would eat together in the summer and stuff like that. So I guess that kind of reminds me of summertime back in the days.
So my favourite meal is shepherd's pie, which is sort of an amalgamation of sort of mashed potato, minced beef, gravy, peas, carrots, all sort of put into a little pie. The reason why I love it is my granddad, who used to be a chef for the army back in the war, that was something that they used to do. And so it's something he created a lot of, and it's got a lot of like fond memories for me with my grandparents.
My favorite meal is pierogies. My family is Polish, and I remember growing up, my grandmother would make them when we would go visit, and we would help her make them. They're just little potato and meat dumplings that are really good.